I found out that I quit doing the shit that I really like to do, and then just kept complaining about what was wrong with my life. And at the same time, while I was complaining about what was wrong around me, I stopped making myself happy. So it's just destruction. So
it's a spiral.
Yeah.
So like, you know, for y'all out there, if it's you or your friends or family, anybody, man, you pay attention. It's like, hey, they stopped going to work. They stopped working out. They stopped doing this or that. It's like, hey,
stop getting dressed.
Yeah. They're not doing their normal routine or normal hygiene. And it's like, it's been like this for a week, a month.
Yeah. It'll be days I wouldn't even leave the house for 3 days.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You know, it's different levels of depression.
And I was just telling myself, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Watching TV, eating everything, chilling, living a normal, decent life, but not doing anything that I would normally do to make myself happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interacting with anyone. I'm not even on Facebook, so I don't want to see everybody else having a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's depression. Then too, it's like, hey, but why are you feeling like this?
There you go. And that's what I had to figure out, man.
Why are you feeling like this?
And yeah, so let's step in with that. So like, what you doing the studies? Why, like, what is the first thing? Like you say, you know, noticing the differences in actions and the differences in attitude and schedules. That's one of the first signs you get of depression. But when you see that, how do you, if I have someone in my family or someone close to me, how do I approach that? Like, without just being like, hey man, you fucking depressed, man, fix the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Hey, you know, like, hey, let's get out the house. Let's go take a drive. Let's go get a snow cone, some ice cream.
Got you.
You know, you try to help them, motivate them, try to get them back into some kind of routine, man, and uplift them. But you know, for like reading the depression, man, it's just a plethora of things that could trigger some of, you know, depression.
What is the main things they tell you guys?
Man, from what I see, just from the people I've worked with who've been depressed, sometimes it's mostly like diagnosis,
really?
You know, like clinical, you know, mental health diagnosis, man, which is just like a symptom along with other things that go with it. And someone's trauma, abuse.
That's one that's not talked about a lot.
Trauma and abuse. We don't talk about that shit.
Right.
Nobody don't talk about it.
Right. Trauma's real.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody can't deal with seeing somebody get their head blown off.
Nah. Everybody can't deal with,
child
abuse.
That part. Yeah.
Everybody can't deal with child abuse.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
And you got some people that just abuse their kids and think that I'm a parent. I'll open his ass if I want to. You know.
Hey, dig this right. I'm real transparent, man. And this is just what it is. So, like, we had a class and we were talking about child rearing, you know, which is, you know, how do you spank your kids, spank them, this and that, man, and you know, everyone's discussing how they were, you know,
how they were doing
spank. So, you know, when I'm chiming in the class, I'm like, well, shit, I done got hit with extension cords, ashtrays, boots, shoes, broomsticks and shit. Yeah. And so people, you know, everybody's looking. I'm like, this is kind of normal shit, right?
Right.
It ain't. I'm the only motherfucker in the class who like. So they're like, you were abused as a child? I'm like, fuck no.
That's what I'm saying. Same thing with me, man.
Yeah.
I'll be over with you. I was dead. Yeah, my daddy and my mom they abused me.
Yeah. So man, so it's like you know, then you're like, damn, bro. You know, and it's like, you know, the time, the era that they were in. So you deal with that, you talk about it, man, and you move forward because, you know, it's like, man, I didn't feel no type of way about my parents, except for the moments that, you know, I was getting my ass whooped after. And then, you know, because shit, bro, I got somebody I talk to. Yeah. You know, I gotta be correct. I can't step to nobody and help them if I'm not on point myself.
Yeah, we all need.
So I had to go back and tackle some issues. Like, damn. Shit, I was really mad at my parents.
Really? So you did find yourself holding a grudge?
You know, you get older, you start feeling your nuts and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And then you start getting a different perspective of how you think too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That.
You start realizing, like, you know,
Yeah, so even with my own children, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I think I could count, like, you know, on one hand how many times I've ever really had to spank them.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had to do that.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
know? And it's like you don't spank your kid out of anger.
Nah. That's
If
that's
you full
kid.
blown out and you upset and you mad
Right.
and you go in there and whoop your kid,
Yeah.
you ain't telling why they in
Yeah.
trouble, this and this and
Yeah.
that. You satisfying your anger.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna say something, man. I was talking about Jordan Peterson. Shout out to Jordan Peterson, man. Y'all gotta follow him if you don't. He said the worst thing a woman can do is get mad at her baby.
Oh yeah. And then like
The minute she lets herself get there, you can't ever get back. You start despising that child that you gave birth to.
Yeah.
Everything he does, the fact that he's being a child or she's being a child just irritates the fuck out of you now. God damn it, go sit down. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta reevaluate, you gotta sit back. Like you said, you gotta let me go outside or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Woos out real quick, cause like when you're mad at your kid, get the fuck away from them.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. You get that mad. Yeah, because and then too, it's like, man, it's the reason why it's two parents. You know, like,
Real talk.
I mean, you know, hey,
Real talk.
You upset? Go chill out.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm gonna tackle this because it's been the same on my end when I've gotten upset.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm yelling and screaming and cussing.
Right,
Even to the
right,
point
right.
I'm like, it's okay, I ain't hitting them. Like,
Right,
nah,
yeah.
bro, you gotta work on your
Cause
anger.
that verbal abuse is a motherfucker too.
Yeah, man. It's like, hey, man, you don't want nobody talking to you crazy.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, oh, I'm talking to a kid, bro.
Yeah.
See where they get you and get your kids, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Real talk.
you gotta really speak life to your kids, man. Hey, trust me, I worked on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't that out of the blue.
Yeah,
I get you.
yeah.
That's what people don't understand, man. Like us as human beings and having a consciousness, like we're constantly remolding ourselves. We're constantly correcting ourselves. We're constantly learning. We're constantly like, I don't know. Like no matter what we want to say, we're constantly copying people.
Yeah.
Like then
Yeah.
even copying. That's how you learn how to eat. Copying your big brother, your mama. Like you know.
Yeah.
So that's just having a consciousness in the first place. Like don't fight it.
Yeah. Even as you say that, like anger, how you express anger.
Yeah.
When if you've seen mom or dad get mad and they're angry and they're throwing glasses, they're punching, kicking holes in the wall, and they're being aggressive, you know, putting their hands on people. And you see that is in your subconscious. And as you growing up and you start expressing your anger, you're gonna just what the fuck you learn, man.
Yeah, because not only that's what you learn, but like you're like, okay, well, I'm still here, I'm good, and so it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm still here, it ain't that bad. You know what I mean? I went through it.
Yeah.
You know, but nah, man, like, and I had a military father, man, and like his father was strict, and you know what I'm saying? So like he was like as cool as my dad is, and like unhovering as he was as a parent, like he let us do pretty much whatever we wanted to. We smoking in the garage, playing Madden and shit like that, but he let us do it at home and be in the streets.
Yeah.
And he knew we was gonna smoke weed anyway, so he can't control. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, he better not let somebody come and say something about I did some bullshit though. You know what I mean? Like, and so I don't know. It was weird, man. It's that balance. Like my dad, he ain't. My dad don't have no. If I do something wrong, ain't no talk. Hey man, what happened, man? It's red. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up like that, man. And I realized, like you said, I never do that with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I never yelled at none of that shit. Like I don't know. I just don't feel like I have the rule to get mad at them. Like you know what I mean? So, but I mean, I don't know. That's just me though, man. Like I really take the shit like seriously. Cause I mean, I really believe in manifesting your real happiness and real positivity, man. Like, really believe in it. Not just saying the shit to be heard, saying it really. Like I really, like if I'm gonna be late to work, I'm telling myself, man, fuck it, I'm gonna be late. No, I ain't gonna be late. But when you sitting there, like, oh my God, I'm like, you gonna be even more late.
Yeah, exercise. You gotta exercise that happiness.
Yeah,
too, man.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, happiness is the state.
Realize and highlighting shit, like highlighting when you're happy. You know, like when you have them rushes where you're just like, you know, you feel like you're on a natural life high. You know what I'm saying? Highlight what right before that, what you do that morning. Highlight that whole day and be like, okay, and you'll realize you probably started doing the shit that you normally used to do.
Hey, see that?
You know what I mean?
What elevated me a lot too was meditating.
See,
in the morning.
You meditate?
Yeah, pray, and it's man, it shaped the like the whole day out. If I was meditating, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just navigating through the day a whole lot more peaceful, man.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm encountering situations, and
it's kind of like you already thought of it, kind of.
Yeah. You know, like you know, I'm programmed,
yeah.
man. I'm programmed for the day already. That's you setting the standard for the day.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, because you know you get up, man, and you know however you do, you know, everyone's little ritual different.
Absolutely.
But you just basically just want to get to the point where you ain't got no thoughts racing, and it's just in my mind it's just blank, bro. I don't got no thoughts because this motherfucker don't shut off.
Nah, it is bad. It's bad. So that's what I tell people, man. Like I'm at 5.